Hey everyone, this is Simran from Create Your Future. I am a law of assumption coach, a mindset and success coach, and EFT practitioner with a background in psychology. And just before we dive into the video, I'd like to share that we're giving away a free course. It's called How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. So the link for that course is going to be in the description of this video. I would highly suggest that you have a look at the free course because it'll help you manifest quicker and faster and help you identify, most importantly, what blocks are holding you away from your desire. Okay, if you're not able to find it, please send us an email and reception will help you. And I'm also giving away, not giving away, but I have a sale going on right now, 50% off on all my sessions, whether you take a 30-minute session or a 1-hour session with me. You're very welcome to come and book sessions with me. Again, the links for that are going to be in the description of this video. So please check them out, or you can send us an email and reception will help you with it. Okay, now, I'm not even sure what is going to be the title of this video because I just had a conversation with a client before I sat to record this video, and this is inspired from her and what conversations we had. Okay, so I'll decide on the title later on, but yeah. Now, this client of mine, she came in and said, like so many of us, that Simran, I'm confused. I have consumed so much content on the internet with respect to this technique and that technique, and I feel so overwhelmed with the amount of content that's available online that sometimes I feel that I no longer know this stuff because I've consumed it so much. Or sometimes I end up feeling that I know this stuff so much now that even then I don't know what to do. That I feel pressured, I feel it's too hard, and I just don't have a plan. I do not know what am I supposed to be doing with so much information going around and everybody saying something and this person says another. So I'm confused and I need you to help me out with it. And she also asked me to make this video because like her, so many, she said her friends are also in this stuff now, but even they are as confused as she is. Okay. So if I make a video on this, it will help her, her friends, and so many others out there. And here I am. Okay, now with respect to information, and yes, it's true. We have a lot of information out there. Some of it is good, some of it is right information, and a lot of it is not. So you got to be careful in who you listen to and how do you interpret the information that they're giving. Okay, to the best of their ability and to the best of your ability, you try and understand it and check for yourself. Okay, now my client asked that because there are so many techniques out there, I am confused with respect to my day-to-day stuff. What am I supposed to be doing and how do we actually manifest? We hear thoughts manifest and some say feelings also manifest. So what exactly is manifestation and how does it really work? Okay, so I'll explain what I explained to her. We say, and your life is proof, you're living proof of the fact that your thoughts create. But when we say your thoughts create, we mean your dominant story, your dominant beliefs, your dominant assumptions. What do you think about yourself? What do you think about people around you? What do you think about the subject you want to manifest? Say, for example, money. So what do you think about yourself with respect to money? What do you think about people who have a lot of money? Do you have bad beliefs about them, which is kind of hindering you from manifesting money? That you think people with money are bad. But you want to manifest money, but then you also don't want to feel bad. Or you don't want to be labeled as a bad person. Is that the story, what's going on? Okay. If you're trying to manifest a specific person, it could be your ex, it could be a brand new person. What do you think about yourself in terms of relationships? What do you think about that person? What does he think about you? So all these things need to be tackled. Okay, we need to take care of all these things. What stories, what assumptions, what dominant stories, beliefs you have going on are on these three lines with respect to anything that you're trying to manifest. Okay, and please don't think, if we take an example of an SP, because that's a major topic and a lot of people really want to manifest this specific people, and a lot of them basically need help in this area. But it could be applied to any subject that you're trying to manifest, whether it's health, whether it's a good relationship with your family member, with your parents, with your sibling. You're trying to manifest a trip, whether it's related to your health, money, anything. Okay, just grasp the topic. Sorry, the grasp the subject. Okay, what is supposed to be done, and then apply it. No matter which subject, the ground rules remain the same. Okay, so what ends up creating your solid assumptions, your solid set thoughts, beliefs, stories that you have on this subject, they end up playing out, and you end up experiencing that in your 3D. Okay, now yes, we have a lot of techniques, whether you want to call inner conversations, we want to try scripting, you want to do affirmations, you want to do robotic affirmations, you want to visualize. Okay, do what works for you. Pick any out of these, or if you have another one of your own. Okay, the point is, we want to shift your state. We want to shift you from the state of lack, of not having a desire right now, into a state of having it right now. So changing from lack to a state of abundance. Now, how this change happens is through these techniques, whichever feels comfortable for you. If affirming helps you, if robotic affirming helps you, you do that. If visualizing helps you, do that. But again, we're trying to shift, and not even shift, I would say tap into the state of abundance. Tap into the state of having your desire right here, right now. You must have heard a lot of us say, on this channel, on a lot of other places, that, embody the being, embody the state of having it now. So how do you embody? Okay, what I like to do is I love to visualize. Okay, so I'm a very visual person, but I also like scripting. I like doing it all. Whatever feels good and natural to me in that moment, I do it. Okay, so for example, as a routine, if I want to share that with you, the moment I wake up, first thing in the morning, I'll have a conversation with myself. I'll have an inner conversation with myself. That, for example, I'm trying to manifest marriage with my specific person. I remember making a short along my first short on the channel, that how did I manifest marriage with my specific person? So I said that I stopped going out and asking questions. When is it going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? Is this going to be just another relationship? And how long are we going to, just carry on like this? Okay, I stopped asking questions and I shifted my state internally. I shifted my state to somebody who's wanting to get married, somebody who's waiting to get married, to somebody who's already married. So now that I am in the state of being already married, being the girl who is a wife now, how would that be? What would I think if I am that person right now? So whenever I would wake up, I would say, I love being a wife now. I love how we're so good together. I love how we get to cook breakfast together with each other. I love how we get to sleep together, how we wake up together. I love how our togetherness gets better and better every single day. I love how we're so beautiful as a couple together. I love how we're such a powerful couple together. My husband, I would take his name, that he loves me as his wife. I love him as my husband. We're so good together. It's just such a solid partnership. Okay, so I would do that first thing in the morning, and I think right before I would go off to bed at night, and even during the day, whenever I would feel that I'm shifting into this lax state, or maybe my friends are coming over and asking me, oh, you guys look so good together, so when is the wedding planned, blah blah blah. And if I and my specific person have not had that conversation yet, so but I would not go and ask him those questions. I would just shift my state internally, coming from the understanding that I am the creator of my reality. My stories, my thoughts, my dominant assumptions will play out. If not today, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe the next week. But if you understand how this works, you would not be, I would say, pressured with so many techniques going around on the internet. Choose whichever feels comfortable to you. But again, no matter which technique you pick up, the intent before the technique also needs to be clear. You do not pick up a technique, say I'm doing self-love, for example, if you want to call it a technique. I'm going to do self-love so that I get my person. I will do self-love to get my ex back. That's wrong. You're missing the whole point. You're missing the whole point here. When you say, I will do self-love to get my ex back, you are saying, I don't have him right now, again, in the state of lack. And then there's a gap in between, and then your person is here and you are here. So this gap, I will do self-love right now for these couple of days, and then I'll get my SP or money or job, whatever. But just like I told you, your state, your dominant state of being, your I am abundant, or are you in the state of I am lacking? I am lack, and fill in the blanks. I am in lack of friendship, say I'm in lack of my relationship, I am in lack of money, whatever. So your work is not to get traumatized or worried that, I am not doing enough, because we're creatures of habit, action takers. We always want to be doing something. And I met another client this week and she said, Simran, I'm doing this and that and this and that. What else should I do? I said, nothing. You're good. Keep doing what you're doing. And she was not comfortable with it. That, no, I have to be doing something. Give me something. Give me new homework. But I said, no, you know what? No, you're doing good. Keep at it. Keep doing what you're doing. Again, because this impulse to do more comes from a place of lack. You think that if I do 100 affirmations on this subject, I will get my manifestation. And some days, if you're not able to do 100, because life happens, you did not do 100 affirmations, then you go back into the story of, oh, now I'm not going to get my manifestation. Why? Because I did not do 100 affirmations on this subject today. Okay? Rather than coming and approaching this from that place, you go back to the knowledge, to the basics. You go back to the basics of I am the goddess and I am the creator of my reality. My dominant thoughts, my assumptions, my stories about myself, about this subject, about myself in relation to this subject is creating. And that is how my 3D shows up. Okay, so instead of trying 100 techniques and burning yourself out, I will choose which one I feel best with, which one is the most comfortable, and I will tap into the state of abundance, the state of having what I'm trying to manifest. Right here, right now. There is no going out of me, to catch hold and bring it towards me. I am not in lack of anything. I am abundant. I am complete. I am perfect, whole, and complete right here, right now. Okay, so shifting into tapping into the state of I amness. I am abundant. I am a wife if you want to get married. I am this beautiful girlfriend if that's what you're looking at. If you talk about money, now instead of waking up in the fear of not having enough, a fear of a new bill coming in and how would I pay for it, you shift into waking up every single morning that with the relief, I love how money supports me. I love how I have so much in my bank account. No matter how much I spend, no matter which bill comes in, I always have enough. I always have more than enough. I love how money always supports me. I always have more than enough. I can plan any trip I want. I can book that hotel anytime I want. Money supports me. Money loves me. I love money. Okay, and treat it like a person. How would you think of a person? Because money again is energy. Your person again is energy. This entire game is energy. Okay, so no matter what subject you're dealing with, no matter which subject, which object, person you're trying to manifest, apply the same thing. Just change the subject. Your dominant thoughts, your dominant stories about that subject is what is creating your 3D. You want to experience that manifestation. You want to be in the state of abundance. You want to be in the state of having it, not in the lack of it. And today I don't have it, so I will do all these techniques and tomorrow I will have it. No. Try tapping into the state of having it as much as you can. Whether it takes you 5 techniques, if that's what works for you, do 5. If doing 1 works for you, do 1. If nothing, you know what, you just decide, I am this abundant person right now. This is what I want. This is how it is. And this is what I have. I am in possession of that desire right here, right now. If that decision keeps you in that state, good. You don't have to be doing all these states, all these, techniques out there. But I think for majority of us, we don't stay in a state like for 24 hours. And it's human to not be staying in a state for 24 hours. So you pull it off as much as you can. Okay. And because I also have clients who said, you know what, Simran, I was in this state all high and happy and secure and just feeling it all. And then it dropped. And I experienced a sudden vacuum. You know, like, where did it go? And it troubled me. But the solution is no problem. The solution is no problem. You tap into that state again. We shift in and out of states all the time. Okay, so if you were in that high state of being that abundant person, being the person who had their desire, no worries. If you're not feeling it right now, you tap into that state again. Okay, use whichever technique helps you, but shift into the state of having it right here, right now. Living in the end of having it right here, right now. Not that I am doing something today so that I will have it tomorrow. Because again, then you're in lack. Okay. I intend this video helps you. I intend you get some good information from this. You feel empowered. You feel you are shifting in your abundant state more often. If you want to make me to make more videos on this topic, please let me know in the comment section. If you want me to make videos on any other topic, please let me know in the comment section again. And I'll see you guys. Bye.